What's up? Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. We're here for another episode of Tuesday Tips and Tricks. Hope everyone had a great holiday break. And while we kind of work for these next few weeks before another winter break, we've got some great episodes lined up. And today is no exception. Today we'll be featuring special guest Josh Alballero from IOOGO, a tax and accounting company. And we're going to be going over the progression he's seen using WeVideo in over 3 years usage. Or we're going to kind of do a little before and after, get an idea of what he was putting out when he first started out and what he's got now and see the progression there, as well as get some tips and tricks for business owners and how they can leverage video for their companies. Before we get started, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as well as hit the bell in the top right corner. You can also subscribe to our WeVideo's Tuesday Tips landing page, where you can get an email notification each week with our upcoming episode, as well as see any existing episode and all of the feedback there. Some great tips in the past few weeks. With that, let's bring on our special guest, Josh.
Hello. What's going on?
Hey. All right. So Josh, for our viewers, could you kind of give a quick background of yourself and your company, IOOGO, what you guys do, and then from there we can get into how you guys are leveraging video.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So IOOGO's a tax and accounting technology company. We offer both DIY products and then your traditional tax and accounting services. So, we have been around for almost 4 years now, and needless to say, video has been a big part of, everything we do here at IOOGO.
Gotcha. So, and how big is the company, Josh?
We are 17 employees, not including me, 17 employees. And we, because of the nature of our business, we're able to do business in every state.
Gotcha. So yeah, I was just going to kind of tie into that. So how did you go from kind of tax and accounting to video? Was that a natural progression that you saw right from the start? Or was kind of there's certain factors that guided you in that direction?
Well, I think because of the nature of taxes, right? Being, we grew up thinking that taxes are complicated, and I wanted to take a different spin at it, and and tell you that taxes can be simple, right? If you do what you're supposed to do throughout the year. But so we thought, we knew that video was going to be the way to explain in 30 seconds or in 60 seconds something simple, right, to our viewers. So when we decided to do video many years ago, we knew that video was going to be the way to go, and we haven't been disappointed by the results.
Gotcha. So you've been with WeVideo now for over 3 years,
right?
To give our viewers an idea of just how many videos you're putting out, could you give an idea like how many people are working on the videos in your company? How many hours of just content you're putting out each week?
Right.
And then kind of lead into maybe the time and types of content you're putting out.
Sure. So first of all, I was the original video editor, right? So I was in the camera, and then also going back and editing videos. And as things got better, and with the company, we were able to bring people in, and we only use WeVideo to cut our videos, but we do about 60 hours weekly, 60 hours of video editing, and I think it's probably a good idea to show, right?
Yeah, let's see one of these videos when it was just you starting out, and then where we're at now.
Right. So this is actually right here. You can see this is probably the video that I'm the most proud of. And this is a video in Spanish. I'm not going to play the sound. So,
and this looks like it was done in front of a green screen.
It was done in front of a green screen, and I mean, you got to see at the end. I'm so happy because I got it right. So I say yes, I finally got it, because I tried like 3 or 4 times
to do it.
Takes. Right, and I mean, I only had this is the best I could do at that point.
And was this were you when you first started off using WeVideo, were you on the same professional plan or business plan that you're on now?
No, so I was, I think at that point we were paying either $9 or $15, and we did that for a while. But as things began to get more interesting, right, we needed to have more, we needed more assets, we needed to get more features, we needed to, and right now we just need to be able to have 3 different people working at the same time, right, which is me recording the video, and the other 2 editors working on things.
Yeah, so you're on the business plan now, which allows that collaboration as well as stock content amongst other features.
The template option is probably the main reason why we did it, because we needed to, at first, right, we were creating several videos where, we just needed to take advantage of the templates, right, and create these intros and outros for our videos, and create the same situations for a lot of them. So these are our classes right here, our classes in our accounting videos and things like that. So that's one of the reasons why we did it. And then we realized, oh man, we have access to all of these other things, right, that we're not taking advantage of, the stock library, that's now, if you look at most of our videos, right, just, it has 1 or 2 pieces of stock, or other videos that we use, and then the music, the background that we use, because we have a lot of the sales videos that have, that preview video that have all the music, and it just makes it a lot easier to produce a video.
Yeah, so just to clarify for our viewers, when you're talking about templates, you're talking about the ability to take a project or a video and then save that as a template. So
right.
It's an easy accessible for the other people on your plan.
This is in Spanish, right? But I mean, this is a big, this is the big killer for us. The fact that, we were, we have 18 classes in one course, and then having to produce the same intro, every single time was just a killer. And then, I think David, one of our employees said, hey, well, they have the video, the template option. Why don't we go for that? That's we should have done that a long time ago.
Gotcha. So yeah, could you show us? Yeah, would love to see the progression here.
Right.
What you're putting out now, or somewhere in between.
So this is I think a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And this was this is a really cool video because we wanted to talk to the self-employed individuals, and when you look, I mean, if you look at the detail, I'm gonna zoom in here, but we're still working on some of the on some of the details here. We're still getting a little better. Still a green screen, but not a very good lighting situation. But the fact that we're able to add that thumbnail or those letters on top, right, and and the call to action, if you want to call it, right, it's very cool, right? So when we were talking about features earlier, one of the features that we use a lot, and I recommend this, it's and I think people know this, but it's just adding the subtitles right at the bottom, right? It's very I think that our video our viewership increased once we started adding the text at the bottom.
And so I mean, this is very similar. We've done a tutorial on this in the past. This is very similar to what we call our Gary V template, where you've got your square format. At the top, you've got the subject of the video, and then below that, you've got your subtitles, which you're using. I like the semi-transparent backdrop that you have there.
Right.
So that's a nice, clean touch.
It is, and I think that I'll I'll go to the better, I think, the better quality videos that we make now, which is this background right here.
And this is very clean.
Yeah, and it's just better quality as well, right? When it comes to the video. Before, with this video, with both of these videos, right, we were using an iPhone, no lens, nothing. At this one we started using a lens. Things got a little better, but now we went 4K on this one, and I think and then the one thing I should have known that from just by reading, right? When you're producing the video 4K, if your video is not being shot in 4K, it's not going to do it, right? So
right.
That's one of the things that at first I was like, okay, well, my videos aren't coming out 4K, right? And later on I realized, right, that hey, these things need to be, we need to have that 4K camera, right, to be able to produce that video.
Awesome. And could you just play one of these for a little bit? I'd love to see how you do the subtitles here. Nice, clean.
Yeah. So that's so this is one of the reasons why we decided to bring David, who's the main video editor now. It's because we add the subtitles, and I think that's the part that takes the most time consuming part, but the ability to be able to fit those or adjust those subtitles to the voice, right? It's to us it's important, right? Because most videos will play like this nowadays, right? I mean, a lot of the folks here in the company will would say, hey, Josh, when we're making videos, when we're in meetings, right, we're not sometimes we're listening to videos, we're looking at videos, right? We're not even paying attention to what's happening in the meeting.
Right.
And it was so important for us to be able to add the subtitles.
Yeah, so you have two guys working on this full time now.
Yeah.
And then not only are you creating videos in English, but you're also doing Spanish as well for every video?
Almost every video, right? So when we talk about accounting, then we call it in Spanish contabilidad, right? So where almost every video that we produce, we'll do it in Spanish, and then we'll also do it in English, or vice versa. As you can see, we have a big file there, bunch of edits, right? We have 263 edits just in one Spanish folder, and I mean, it gets very exciting, right? Once we start getting into especially now that I have a couple of more guys, working on this, it's just easier for me to, do the video. I do it in English and Spanish, and then they go to they cut it. And I just want to show, if I can,
Absolutely.
Let me show this, the level of cutting that, I was not able to do anymore, but then they came in and they have more time. And
these are all both these people, they're completely new to video until they started working with you?
Yeah, so like one of them is my brother, right? So like none of them are experts at video cut. I actually trained them, for a couple of days, and then I said, hey, go with it and let your imagination run wild. We had to make some adjustments, but I mean, overall, it was just it was just simple and very easy, right, to transition the work from me editing the videos to them editing the videos. So this is probably not a good example. We have here. Let me come to projects here, and
oh my gosh. There's so many videos there.
Yeah. So let me just do this one right here. There's one that it's cut, and I mean the let me see this.
Is there a kind of a method to the madness when it comes to how you categorize your different projects and videos and folders?
Yeah. So let me show you on exports, right? And we actually have a quarterly cleanup now, because we're cutting so much videos that like this morning, right? We made and I'll just get a little little happy here, right? We made this gift, if you want to call it, this small video, right, for a Facebook ad, and things get all over the place after a while. So, you know, we have our courses, our previews, workshops. This is you know, we've done a marketing workshop, an LLC workshop, sort of tax related stuff, right? So, you know, so we go through the several different needs that the company has, you know, whether it's, you know, marketing for accounting, marketing for tax, or for the Spanish language videos. And then we just, we want to make sure that we keep clean folders.
Yeah, no, it's something that it's good to get started early, because if you don't, it can get really out of hand.
I think it took us probably, you know, the first time we did it, it took us, you know, about 3 or 4 days, because, you know, you don't want to lose that video, right? So you don't want to put it in a folder and never find it again. So we have, I think, here on classes, if I'm not mistaken, we have, so this one right here, right? We have a folder called classes, and then we have Spanish classes, English classes, and then we have, you know, these videos right here that still need to be actually categorized. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so you were going to show a video, and then after that, I do want to get into the different types of videos that you're creating and kind of some metrics as far as the results you see.
Yeah, so the video that I wanted to show you guys or everyone, you know, was the it was a, let me see this right here. Actually, it's right here in sales, I believe, or marketing day 1. There we go. This one right here. So we have not only in this one, we decided, you see the amount of cuts we did there.
Oh my gosh.
Fully took advantage of the, you know, so the intro, let me take the volume down here. So the intro, it's all sales, right? We basically were telling you what the class is going to be all about. And most of this, look, this is a screenshot from our website, right?
Okay.
Probably needs to be positioned better there, but, you know, it's a screenshot from our website, you know, nothing too fancy. But the part that I was going to show, right? So in every class we come to a countdown, and then once we get into the class, so it's the same background logo in the back, but then this is what I'm more excited about is the here. Let me see why this is doing that. Let me change the resolution here. There we go. You know, we fully took advantage of the assets on the stock media, on the stock library. All of this came, I don't know if you can see it right there. There we go. So we not only did we add, you know, that we did detailed cuts, but, you know, in every cut, in every
the top right corner there, it's a nice touch. Yeah.
So this is what I'm talking about, and it's, you know, here's a little picture of what I'm talking about, giving you an example. So it's not just boring me talking, right? People just staring at the screen. You know, here in a couple of minutes, things are changing, and we're going to, you know, different topics. Like right there, we were talking about Subway being, you know, the largest chain, and you know how, you know, the needs to do marketing, right? Video marketing or any kind of marketing, right? So I think this is one of the videos that took us the longest to produce because of everything we wanted to do in it.
How long is this video?
This is an hour and 20-minute video. It's it plays as part of our seminars. So. And then, so this is when I was talking about us doing 60 minutes of video cuts, right? So we're constantly changing our you know, video, you know, whether it's a class, whether it's a seminar. So this is why we decided to bring someone, you know, in and really take full control of, you know, what we do here with WeVideo.
Love it. I love the logo too, the gradient there. It's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, Josh, could you give me kind of a quick breakdown of, I've seen some coursework videos now. I've seen some social media videos that you put on Facebook and LinkedIn. And I've seen some stuff would look like promotional material, like ads,
Right.
as well as gift content.
Right.
Could you kind of give me a breakdown as far as when it comes to the 68 hours of video that you're doing a week? What percentage goes into which category, where your focus is there?
So I would say 60% goes into classes. The other percentage goes into, I'll say 60% goes to classes. Probably 10% will probably go into LinkedIn video. We do, because we do a lot of free advice video tips and accounting tips and things like that. Sort of like this one's right here.
And these are all kind of shorter videos that are just
right. This is well, not that one. Let me get out of there. So that one, right? That was that's a LinkedIn video we did for the PPP loans. Terrible lighting, but it's a really cool video for us. So like about 10% of our time goes into LinkedIn. Then we go into the rest of it will go into ads, gifts, and stories.
Got
it. Just general. We have the IOOGO tax Facebook page and Instagram, and then the IOOGO accounting. So we want to keep both of those pages and stories, rolling every day. So with good content.
And I see this video here has subtitles.
Right.
Do all of your videos have subtitles? And we did just get a question in the chat on how to do subtitles. So if you wouldn't mind, could you kind of show how you did subtitles in this video?
Yeah. So
like in a timeline,
I'm going to tell you this. I think it's a very cool situation here, right? To say the subtitles for this video were added into the video by my 13-year-old daughter. So I taught her how to do it. David wasn't here at that point, so I taught her how to do basically copy and paste.
Right.
And then so the way we do it, right? It's let me go back here. The way we do it is, we add, we go to text, and then we go to static, right? We typically will use that static, right? And then we drop that. That's what we have right here, right? We have the static text there, and then we drag it out all the way through the length of the video. And as we are, so for instance, right, that's we'll place the first few words there, that to match the video.
Yep.
And then we cut, right? So for some reason my there we go. So then we cut and we keep going. And as I said before, this is probably the most time consuming portion of any of our videos, but it's worth it, right? Because the viewership between the videos with no caption and the videos with caption is day and night.
Right. There is, so that's not a feature that WeVideo offers yet in terms of automating it. I know it's something on the horizon there. I was talking with Mark Saunders, who was the special guest that we had on, I believe, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I'm totally blanking, but if our viewers want to check that episode out, maybe someone in the back end could find out. He recommended there's software available that you can pay, and I think it's like $1 or so a minute, that will automate it for you and create subtitles.
So I don't know if I.
It's called rev.com. REV. Yeah.
I believe that's it. Yeah. So we use Rev, right?
Okay.
And we basically you cut the video. So you'll see that this video has different variations, and one of them is called for captions, right? We save it low quality for captions, and then we upload it to Rev. Rev spits out
so they transcribe it. Got it.
Right. And then but then the copy and paste process begins. but it's really not that hard, right? And especially
No.
with these short videos, it's not hard at all.
Yeah, definitely not difficult. Can take, I don't know, depending on how long your video is. Do you do subtitles for every video, including your
No, so we don't. Yeah, we don't do it for the hour-long ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I find they're especially useful for content just like this, where it looks like it's going to be on Instagram or social media where someone's scrolling and will likely not have the volume up.
Right.
So they can understand what's going on without listening.
Yeah, for Instagram, for the IGTV videos, or the stories, right? Those are, you gotta have you gotta have the subtitles there, because if, especially when you're scrolling, if you from left to right, if someone's watching, especially if you have an ad, right? If someone's watching another video and then your ad shows up or your video shows up and you don't have, the captions, right? Then that video is gonna get swiped to the left quickly, right?
Right. Okay, we do have another question that just came in. Could you do an update on the animation feature where you can rotate, like in a circle, what you want to animate? So I don't know if you've done anything like that, Josh. I can have Tyler come on in a little bit to do a demonstration there.
Yeah, I've never done anything like that.
Yeah, but before we wrap up here, kind of a couple rapid fire questions. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, between 3 years ago and now, what do you think the biggest difference maker in terms of WeVideo features has been in your videos?
So I think I mentioned it before, right? It was the template was one. The ability to add, the ability to have quick access to the stock media library. I think that's a key. And then the captions, right? That's those are, if you ask me, either because 3 years ago I didn't know it, or I wasn't too much into the video, or into video as I am now. But I think that and not just that, it's the fact that it's very easy to use, right? Because before that we were using another brand and another name brand, when it comes to video editing. And man, it just, for at least for us, right, we felt like we needed a college degree to use it, right? So it was it was very refreshing to be able to have all the all the same level of power as the other editors, right? But just the simplicity of it. I think if you ask what the best feature of WeVideo, to me, is the simplicity of it, and that's and that's what I tell everyone who I recommend WeVideo to.
Awesome. Kind of next question here. To anyone just starting off, what would be your biggest advice in terms of video editing to help them create the best quality videos to get the most out of WeVideo?
So your equipment is important, right? WeVideo is a powerful tool, but you still need to have the right equipment, right? And can I show it? I guess I can, right? If I this is what we use, as the camera that I'm using right now. It's a 4K camera. I believe very affordable. Before that, we were using phones. It's very complicated with the phones, but go ahead and start with what you can, right? As you can see, the first video we made, the very first video we made, that one had terrible lighting, right? And we weren't using much lighting, and then we kind of move into this situation right here, and now we just about a year ago we decided to really when you look at the price, right, it's not that big of a deal, but give yourself the ability to do that, right? Start slow, start with because the biggest, I think, when it comes to content and video, the biggest challenge for people is trying to get it perfect and right the first time, and there's no such thing, right? In the when you're first starting, so make those mistakes. I mean, when I go from here to here, right, and it's like, oh my God, right, 3 years ago, right? So, but I like telling that story, right? And then having the right microphone, right? So we started with this microphone. And now, of course, you see we have the Blue Jetty microphone here. But, I think at the end of the day, what people like, it's, they enjoy a nice 4K content video, but at the end of the day, it's the content you're putting out, right? And that's very important. So, if you have a great, nice looking video with, irrelevant content, it's not going to do very well.
Right. No, and I love the progression you showed in terms of just the lighting setup, because the intermediate option there with the four lights and the green screen background. Yeah, that one. I mean, I have that at home. That's a great and affordable option for someone who's wants to upgrade, but definitely not looking to make that huge next step. And in most cases, that will suffice.
Yeah. And the best thing. And the best thing is that they last forever. We still have them, right? We still have them. So whether when we're here in Atlanta, we use the LED lighting, the professional ones, right? The cool ones. But when we're in Dallas, right, we use those, right? And it's just easy to. This ones just make it easy to travel and bring them with you, but give yourself the time to progress, right? And that's I think that would be the biggest tip that I will leave, that I will tell everyone.
Awesome. So obviously this has been an episode really focused on video portion, but if someone's watching this and wants to learn more specifically about what you do, Josh, or what IOOGO does, where can they go to find out more for tax purposes, finance purposes?
Yeah, so they can go to IOOGO.com. We're also on Facebook and on Instagram. Just we have a very unique name, IOOGO, so you'll be able to find us, IOOGO.
Awesome. Well, that's it for today's show. I know we didn't get a chance to address the animation feature, and I'm gonna struggle to pronounce that YouTube artist's name, Neji. You can go to our animation video, which we will link in the description of this video once it's up and live, or on the Tuesday Tips landing page. And then the rotation feature we can address in an upcoming episode. So thanks again for everyone who joined us. Thank you, Josh. Really appreciate taking the time out of your day. Some great feedback and tips here. And with that, we'll see you all next week. Happy creating. Talk to you later.